In this election cycle, a lot of black Americans have felt abandoned by the Democrat Party. They've seen them prioritize everyone else over them, even though black Americans can make or break them in elections. But they don't care about that. Black Americans have seen 8 years underneath Barack Obama and watch him do for everyone else than the group that got out there, canvassed the streets, registered people to vote that never voted in their life, scared the Republicans so much so that they wanted to start putting in voter ID laws because they never really did that before. Because black folks came out in mass to vote for Barack Obama. Black people are very upset about they didn't get anything out of the deal whatsoever. Now black folks are saying that's never going to happen again. We're never going to vote for anybody that refused to give us a black agenda. And time again, black Americans have told the Democrat Party we need a black agenda, we need reparations, we need to solve these issues and problems. But they have gave us the runaround, they played games, they tried the HR 40 game, which they're going to pay anything, it's just a commission. They're not serious about putting that commission together. They spend all their time and effort trying to impeach Donald Trump instead of going after and taking care of their biggest electorate. But they chose not to do that. So a lot of black people are very, very angry. I've talked to many of them on the streets. They are very angry at the Democrat Party. They're saying that some of them going to vote for Donald Trump to spite the Democrats because they say, I'd rather him get in office than them winning underneath my vote. Or you have black people saying, I'm not voting at all for none of them. This is what black people are at. Either they going with Trump or they staying out of the race completely on voting. They don't want nothing to do with it. Now, they had a recent poll come out in relation to that. And this poll is saying that black people are starting to warm up to Donald Trump. Of all people, they're warming up to him because they're pissed off about the abandonment of the Democrats. They prioritize everyone else, the alphabet community. They prioritize immigrants. They prioritize DACA and everything they prioritize over black folk. They don't want to hear talk about reparations. They don't want the words brought up. They make sure not to have some real black candidates running. They don't want anything related to us. And they're going to see in November, you're going to see all the people that you're targeting and you saying that you want to have them vote for you, you will see. Because it doesn't take a genius to figure out the people you're targeting don't support you like that. Their votes are split. And actually, a lot of them will vote conservative. And they will vote conservative because they're not for the alphabet agenda. They're not for that. They're not for so a lot of things that you guys push. They're more conservative. That's why they get in this country. They'll use you to get their citizenship, but they're going to vote conservative because they're not for that in their family. They're very, very traditional. Now, the poll that came out talking about the job performance of Donald Trump. And on average, black people saying, yeah, about 10%. So it'd be about 90% black people didn't approve of him. Well, it jumped up between 30 to 35% in two different polls when it came to Donald Trump. Some black people are saying that they're making money on the stock market when it comes to the presidency of Donald Trump with your 401ks, or maybe you got some investments. So some black folks are happy with that. Some of them are talking about the unemployment rate, but black people aren't a monolith. And you know, when you talk about these things as a news outlet, we're going to talk about it all here. They said it's hard to get a president out of office when the economy is doing good. They usually don't vote him out. So black people are pissed off. The economy is doing good from what they're saying. But what got it to the point where black people are so pissed off? Black people have politically awakened. And they're saying no longer you're going to take us for granted. You're not going to do it. You're not going to prioritize. They trying to get Trump voters that could be maybe upset with him. Majority of white people vote Republican. That's what the information shows. So why are you even trying to siphon off voters from Trump? That doesn't work. You better stick with the people that will be faithful to you. It'd be better to have black people running the Democrat Party since they're the most faithful and they put in the most work. But you don't want to do that because at the end of the day, you care about white supremacy. You don't want black people to take the lead in the Democrat Party. And they shouldn't. Black folks need to show you what you're doing is wrong. Black folks need to show you that either you have a black agenda or you just not going to get the vote. And then, you're going to have some black folks that's scared. Like Storm just said, he said he's scared. You have a lot of black Americans that's scared. Because I've talked to that scared crowd too. Like, well, Phil, what if we don't vote for the Democrats, what are we supposed to do? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that I'm not going to vote for people who's hostile toward me. I'm not. You could sit it out or you could vote the other side out of spite. Some people want to do it out of spite. Some people say, I'm not voting for nobody. I'm not participating. And that is a right. You can't shame black people. You can't demand black people do anything. You can't. You have no right. Then they try to come up to you and say, well, the Democrat Party has really helped out African Americans. How? Where? What, a crime bill? That's helping out black people? Will you mass incarcerated black people? How is that helping black people? Show me where. We had a President Barack Obama 8 years. How did he help black people? He didn't do anything. The police was going crazy killing black folks in the 8 years of Obama, and we didn't get nothing to protect us from that. What have you done? Ask them that. When they come up to you and say, the Democrat Party has done a lot for black Americans. No, you haven't done anything. You have sanctuary cities for people who aren't even legal citizens. Where's our sanctuary cities? Democrats? Where's ours? We want a sanctuary city where the police won't beat us up. We want a sanctuary city where you will make sure to fight against even the federal government to protect us. We want a sanctuary city where there's no racism. I mean, you telling the police not to even do their job to protect them in sanctuary cities, but you never told the police not to do their job to protect black Americans. And that's most of y'all pushing that. So what have you done? What have you done? Explain to me, what have you done? I know there's a lot of shills that run around. What have you done? And you know what's even getting to the point now? Even the shills are starting to concede and understand that they not doing nothing for black folks. I'm like, wow, they're actually conceding. Because it's that blatant that they're having to concede. But the shills need them for their little jobs. Because they believe that I got to go through the system to have a job. I don't want to step out on my own and be an entrepreneur. They'll give me a job at MSNBC or they give me a commentator job on CNN, or they'll let me into the luncheons and all the different little events. All the events, they let me into that. So I don't want to mess this up. So I need to toe the line. Well, get ready, because they ain't going to need you no more. Because I'm telling you, they trying their best to try to impeach Donald Trump. That's just not going to happen, because Mr. McConnell's not going to do it. But black people, like I said, they are tired of it. Y'all have went so far to the left that it's ridiculous. And I read a recent study that says that black people are socially conservative. Only 23% of us are what you consider liberal. And that's true. How we move, how we act, and how we do different things in certain values in black people. We are socially conservative. Now then you're going to have somebody who's going to come to the comment section of this video. Phil, are you saying you're a Republican now? I'm not saying crap. I don't join no party. I join my agenda for my community. That's my party right there. The black agenda. That's my party. So if a Republican got a black agenda, guess what? I'm voting a Republican. If a Democrat got a black agenda, guess what? I'm voting Democrat. The vote is for sale with me. I said that and I meant that. And all black people got to take that step. The vote is for sale. It's for sale. Nobody get a guaranteed black vote anymore. That way they have to come and fight for the black vote. Why are they having town halls in the black communities? I ain't talking about no churches. I'm talking about in the black areas and having black people come out to ask these candidates questions. Why aren't they doing it? But you just expect us to get in our cars and go vote for you? No. And this is why people are warming up to Donald Trump. And I know the Democrats are afraid of this. Democrats are like, we don't understand what's happening. Why are you not understanding? You can't be so anti-black and you for everybody else and think black folks not going to get pissed off. It was bound to happen. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this situation going on with the coming up 2020 election. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, but I'm going to be here to watch every step of the way.